His high school education was in Pune, and Sanskrit was his favorite subject in school, from the epics to poetry to drama. This strong foundation in Sanskrit would later help him delve deeply.
India was under colonial rule then, and most universities were hotbeds of the nationalistic freedom movement. Gune wasn't particularly political, but it was almost impossible for any young Indian student to ignore the cause of the freedom movement.
He started looking around critically, searching, then as if by coincidence, he came across a news clipping about a master known as Professor Rajaratna Manik Rao.
It was on 7th July 1907 that Manik Rao formally accepted Jagannath Gune as his disciple.
The process of transformation of Jagannath Ji Gune had begun. He is said to have set himself 3 goals. First, to prepare the young generation for the service of the country. Second, to master the Indian system of physical education and integrate it with general education. And third, to bring together modern science and the science of yoga.
Gune lived like a monk, an ascetic. He had built himself a hut surrounded by a garden with a peacock and a deer. His hut was named Kaivalyadhama. Many spiritual seekers and philosophers came to his hermitage. There were discussions on Indian philosophy and scriptures, analysis of the yogic texts and dialogues on the nature of the universe. There were exchanges about the sutras and reviews of Sanskrit shlokas.
Among the regular visitors were professors from the Indian Institute of Philosophy in Amalner. This institute had a quarterly journal named Tattvajnana Mandira, the Temple of True Knowledge. This journal provided Gune with the inspiration for his own Yoga Mimamsa journal.
The first copy of this journal was dated 1917. It was conceived in his little hut called Kaivalyadhama. The hut was a miniature yoga research laboratory where initial scientific studies were started. These studies led to certain conclusive findings.
Then came a major turning point in Gune's life, a triggering event which changed his life further.
That trigger was the great yogi Paramhans Madhav Das.
Madhav Das represented the 4 major schools of philosophy: Bhakti, Advaita, Vishishta Advaita Vedanta and Dvaita Vedanta.
Jagannath Gune met him at Malsar, Gujarat in the year 1919. Madhav Das was 80 years old. He had settled down on the banks of the Narmada River.
Between 1919 and 1920, Gune kept coming back to receiving teachings from Madhav Das ji.
Instruction and interaction went on side by side. It is believed that Madhav Das initiated Gune into the higher practices of yoga.
So, it was after 1920 that yoga became the prime pursuit of Gune. He assumed the name of Swami Kuvalayananda.
Swami Kuvalayananda had recognized that yoga can help human beings to evolve to higher levels.
With long practice, it was clear to him that it was a science, and it was completely experiential. His experiences proved what was mentioned in the yogic texts. He wrote, "Phenomena, physical and mental, that an average man is not able to induce, came slowly under my control."
Swami Kuvalayananda collected about 5,000 rupees, got an X-ray machine, a few X-ray experts, and conducted his first experiments on the digestive tube. Yogic exercises were studied under X-ray. These research results were shown to Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore and scientist Jagdish Chandra Bose. They reacted favorably.
He made up his mind by proposing to found an ashram and an institute devoted to this work.
The small hut in Amalner called Kaivalyadhama was founded as a big hermitage in Lonavala in 1924.
Kaivalyadhama, meaning the abode of liberation, was founded in Lonavala. Founded by Swami Kuvalayananda.
Now, at that time, There were hardly any institutions that taught yoga formally, even as a physical exercise. This ancient and mystical science had not stepped into the modern academic environment.
Kuvalayananda had already designed the framework for the institution. The ideal was to work out a philosophy that would provide maximum benefit to humanity.
There were to be libraries, laboratories, and hospitals, research staff and research subjects, yogic therapy providers and patients, teachers and students, classrooms and outreach programs. And the vehicle for communication for all this, the Yoga Mimamsa Journal.
Swami Kuvalayananda single-handedly became the fundraiser, the research director, the teacher, the presenter, the writer-publisher, and the therapist.
Swamiji approached the princely states, wealthy individuals, made magic lantern presentations at major institutes, met important people, and wrote innumerable letters seeking assistance.
Yale and Harvard universities approached him with offers of help. However, the research would have to be based in the United States.
The research direction would have to primarily focus on the therapeutic benefits. Kuvalayananda refused. The research would be based in India and would expand to science and classical Sanskrit literature.
Some of the first experiments conducted at Kaivalyadhama were focused on the effects of pranayama. Kuvalayananda was trying to establish the relationship between the subtle and gross features of physiology.
Swami Kuvalayananda and others conducted experiments on brain waves, pulse rates, and blood pressure to discover the subtle flow of prana in the gross bodily functions. The focus was on the subtle, as laid out in the yogic texts. And Kuvalayananda and his team tried to establish the subtle through its relationship with the gross. They were designing experiments that would make the invisible visible.
Swami Kuvalayananda was a tireless worker. Between 1924 and India's independence in 1947, he had made his work known to major nationalist leaders like Gandhi, Nehru, Lala Lajpat Rai, and many others. Gandhi had approached him for treatment.
Over the years, thousands of people benefited from the training and the therapy facilities.
The GS College of Yoga and Cultural Synthesis came into being in 1951.
The Swami scientist educator carried on with his experiments in an ashram laboratory, trying to prove that yoga is real. Swami Kuvalayananda passed away in 1966. He left a message on the blackboard in his bedroom. It reads, "One should accept whatever comes one's way without losing heart."
Tamatmastham yenu pashyanta dhiraah tesham shanti shashvati netaresham praptam upasita hridayena parajita.
बीसवीं सदी में स्वामी कुवलयानंद जैसे महान विभूतियों ने योग पद्धति की वैज्ञानिकता तथा उपयोगिता को नई ऊर्जा के साथ प्रचारित प्रसारित किया। उन्होंने योग तथा आध्यात्मों के आधार में स्थित आधुनिक विज्ञान की मान्यताओं को विश्व समुदाय के सम्मुख प्रस्तुत किया। कुवलयानंद जी ने से राष्ट्रपति महात्मा गांधी परामर्श लिया करते थे। बाबा साहेब डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर भी स्वामी जी के संपर्क में रहते थे। महामना पंडित मदन मोहन मालवीय तथा बॉम्बे प्रेसिडेंसी के प्रथम मुख्यमंत्री श्री बीजी खेर जी ने से लेकर श्री GRD टाटा तक अनेक गणमान्य व्यक्तियों ने स्वामी जी के प्रयासों की शक्ति प्रदान की है। देश की महानतम विभूतियों से लेकर जनसामान्य तक के जीवन पर स्वामी जी के मार्गदर्शन का अच्छा प्रभाव पड़ा। ये कैवल्य धाम कवलायानंद जी मार्ग पर स्थित है। कवलायानंदी मार्ग कैवल्य धाम का पता तो है ही, उनके द्वारा दिखाया गया मार्ग योग के माध्यम से कैवल्य तक पहुंचने का रास्ता भी है।
I will repeat only what Swamiji said. Yoga has a complete message for humanity. It has a message for the human body, it has a message for the human mind, also it has a message for human soul. Will young people with their energy and intelligence come forward to carry this message not only in India but every corner of the world.
Kuvalayananda
Namaste and very warm welcome to everyone. May I request all our esteemed guests and invitees to kindly take their seats. It is a privilege and honor to welcome you all to Kaivalyadhama on this very special occasion, the 143rd birth anniversary of Swami Kuvalayananda, the visionary founder of this institution. Today is not merely a celebration of a great personality, it is a moment to remember a vision that brought together the timeless wisdom of yoga and the spirit of the modern scientific inquiry. आज का दिन हमारे लिए केवल एक उत्सव ही नहीं, बल्कि एक महान योग दृष्टा के जीवन, उनके विचारों और उनके संकल्प को स्मरण करने का अवसर है। स्वामी कुवलयानंद जी का जीवन हमें यह संदेश देता है कि हमारी प्राचीन परंपराएं और आधुनिक विज्ञान दृष्टिकोण एक दूसरे के पूरक बनकर मानव कल्याण का मार्ग प्रशस्त कर सकते हैं। On behalf of entire Kaivalyadhama family, I extend again a very warm welcome to our distinguished guests, revered acharyas, trustees, member of governing body, faculty members, students, alumni, friends, and all well-wishers of Kaivalyadhama. And most importantly, we are deeply honored by the gracious presence of our chief guest, Shri Jishnu Verma, Honorable Governor of Maharashtra. My name is Vaibhav Singh, a final year Master of Yoga Shastra student at Kaivalyadhama. It is my privilege and honor to be your host and anchor for this very special occasion. आप सभी का इस पावन अवसर पर कैवल्यधाम परिवार की ओर से हृदय से स्वागत एवं अभिनंदन है. May I now request you to kindly keep your mobile phone on silent mode or on flight mode and remain seated as we prepare to receive our Honorable Governor. Please be prepared. Honorable Governor is on his way. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my privilege to request everyone to kindly stand and warmly welcome our chief guest, Shri Jishnu Verma, Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, as he arrives the venue. आइए हम सब तालियों के साथ सर का स्वागत करें. Thank you. May I request everyone to remain standing for the Vande Mataram, followed by a national anthem and Maharashtra state song.
Shri Ram सिद्धिविनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
महाराष्ट्र माझा गरजा महाराष्ट्र माझा। जय जय महाराष्ट्र माझा गरजा महाराष्ट्र माझा। भीतीन आम्हा तुझी मुळी कडकडणाऱ्या नभा। अस्मानाच्या सुलतानीला जबाब देती जिभा। सह्याद्रीचा सिंह गर्जतो शिवशंभू राजा।
दरी दरीतून नाद गुंजला महाराष्ट्र माझा। जय जय महाराष्ट्र माझा गरजा महाराष्ट्र माझा।
काळ्या छातीवरी कोरली अभिमानाची लेणी। उन्हात शिजला निघळाच्या घामाने भिजला। देश गौरवासाठी झिजला दिल्लीचे ही रक्तगाठी महाराष्ट्र माझा। जय महाराष्ट्र माझा गरजा महाराष्ट्र माझा। जय जय महाराष्ट्र माझा।
Thank you. Please be seated. In the Indian tradition, every auspicious beginning starts with prayer, a prayer for peace, harmony, and well-being. As we begin this sacred celebration, let us create a moment of stillness and turn our attention inward. Please prepare yourself for Shanti Part. Sit with your back straight, eyes softly closed. Relax your body and gently bring your awareness to your natural breath. Assume the hands in Namaskar Mudra. With the next inhalation, we shall chant together the Shanti part, Sahana Vavatu. Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karvavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May this invocation fill the atmosphere with peace and auspiciousness. We now come to a moment of remembrance and gratitude. May I request our Honorable Governor to kindly offer floral tributes to Swami Kuvalayananda ji. आइए श्रद्धा के साथ हम उनके पावन स्मरण में पुष्पांजलि अर्पित करें. I invite Ramdas ji along with students to kindly join for the mantra.
शरणं पवित्रं विततं पुराणं येन पूतस्तरति दुष्कृतानि तेन पवित्रेण शुद्धेन पूता अतिपापमानमरातिं तरेम लोकस्य द्वारमर्चिमत्पवित्रं ज्योतिष्मत्प्राजमानं महस्वत् अमृतस्य धारा बहुधा दोहमानं चरणं नो लोके सुदितां दधातु नमोऽस्त्वनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्षिशिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः.
Thank you, Shri Ramdas sir and students, for accompanying this tribute with sacred mantras. A warm welcome becomes meaningful when it comes from the heart. It is now my privilege to invite Shri Subodh Tiwari ji, Secretary and CEO, Kaivalyadhama, to formally welcome our distinguished guest and share his thoughts on this special occasion.
नमस्कार and pranams to all of you. सभी को शुभ प्रभात और नमस्कार. Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, Shri Jishnu Verma ji, our esteemed Chief Guest, Shri Suresh Prabhu ji, Chancellor Rishihood University and Chairman of Kaivalyadhama Global, Dr. Prashant Nanarware ji, Secretary to the Governor of Maharashtra, Mrs. P.L. Manke, Member of our governing body, distinguished guests on the dais, respected faculty members, researchers, students, member of our Kaivalyadhama family and family of the Aina Shivaji base who's here. It is my privilege and honor on behalf of Kaivalyadhama to extend heartfelt welcome to each one of you as we gather here to celebrate 143rd birth anniversary of our founder Swami Kuvalayananda ji. Honorable Sir, your presence here today is a matter of great pride for this institution. It is reaffirmation that the work begun on this soil more than a century ago continues to matter not just to us, but to the state, to the nation, and increasingly to the world. Let me take you back for a moment. In 1924, at a time when yoga was still largely seen through the lens of mysticism and folklore, a young visionary named Shri Jagannath Ganesh Gune, who the world would come to know as Swami Kuvalayananda ji, chose a radically different path. He asked the question that was for that time almost heretical. Could the ancient science of yoga be studied, tested, and validated through the rigorous methods of modern science? The question gave birth to Kaivalyadhama. Swamiji brought together the laboratory and the yogashala, the physiologist and the yogi under one roof, right here in Lonavala. He did not merely practice yoga, he interrogated it, measured it, documented it, and doing so laid the very foundation of what we today call yoga therapy or the scientific yoga research. Over the past 100 years, that the foundation has only grown stronger. Institutions across India and abroad that work at the intersection of yoga and science trace their intellectual lineage back to this very campus. And today, as yoga stands recognized by the United Nations, embraced by health systems worldwide, and championed at the highest level of our own government under the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, we at Kaivalyadhama feel quite deep satisfaction. The seed Swamiji planted here has become a tree whose shade now extends across continents. Honorable Sir, this anniversary is not merely a ceremonial occasion for us. It is a moment of renewal, a moment where we recommit ourselves to Swamiji's founding vision that yoga must never be reduced to performance of spectacle, but must remain a disciplined science of self-transformation tested by evidence and offered in service of humanity for health and well-being. As we celebrate today, we are also mindful of the road ahead. Our continuing pursuit of research excellence, our efforts to secure recognition befitting our academic contributions, and our commitment to training the next generation of yoga experts, teachers, scholars who will carry this torch forward. Sir, we are deeply honored that you have taken time from your important responsibilities to be here with us today and grace this occasion as our chief guest. Your presence lends this celebration a dignity and significance that we always treasure. Once again, on behalf of the entire Kaivalyadhama family, our trustees, our faculty, our staff, and the students, I extend to you, Honorable Sir, and all our distinguished guests present here a very, very warm welcome to come together and celebrate the 143rd birth anniversary of our founder, Swami Kuvalayananda. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for those warm and inspiring words. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed further, it is my privilege to introduce our distinguished chief guest. Shri Jishnu Verma ji is the Honorable Governor of Maharashtra and the 22nd Governor to hold this office. He assumed office in Maharashtra in March 2026 after serving as the Governor of Telangana. Earlier, Shri Verma served as a Deputy Chief Minister of Tripura from 2018 to 2023, where he handled important portfolios including finance, rural development, and power. He comes from the historic Manikya royal family in Tripura and has a keen interest in art, culture, and literature. He has also been associated with Indian National Trust of Art and Cultural Heritage and has contributed to cultural activities in Northeast India. A writer and poet himself, Shri Verma represents a beautiful coming together of public service, culture, art, and intellectual engagement. Sir, on behalf of Kaivalyadhama family, we are deeply honored to have you with us today. It is now our privilege to express our respect and gratitude to our chief guest. May I request Shri Suresh Prabhuji to kindly felicitate Honorable Governor. Thank you. So please accept this gesture as a humble expression of our respect and gratitude. Knowledge becomes meaningful when it is preserved and passed to the future generation. Today, we are privileged to present a very special publication, Vision and Wisdom, Letters of Swami Kuvalayananda. These letters offer us a more personal glimpse into Swamiji's life, not only as a yogacharya and visionary, but also as a compassionate human being through thoughtful guide and capable administrator. Through his words, we are able to understand the concerns, value, vision that shaped Kaivalyadhama. It is therefore especially meaningful that this publication is being released on the occasion of his 143rd birth anniversary. May I now request our Honorable Governor to kindly join us for the ceremonial release. Thank you, Honorable Sir. May this publication help carry Swamiji's vision and wisdom generations to come. We now have privilege to listening to a distinguished personality who has made significant contribution to public life and national development. It is my pleasure to invite Shri Suresh Prabhuji to deliver his special address. Over the year, he has served as a nation in multiple key roles, including Union Minister of Railway, Commerce, Industry, Environment and Forest, Power and Civil Aviation. Sir, may I now kindly request you to address the gathering.
Namaskar. So let me join my colleague and the one who runs this organization so efficiently, Subodh Tiwari ji, in welcoming the Honorable Governor of Maharashtra to the sacred land of Kaivalyadhama. So we are deeply honored and happy that you could take time off and could come here all the way. Because you have been as was introduced by my other colleague, that you are a senior leader. You held very important offices in the state of Tripura, but also at a national level. As a General Secretary of the BJP, and also distinguish yourself by the way you discharge your duties in public life. So we are very happy that such a distinguished person, not just a governor, but such a distinguished personality is here and to participate in this very important program. I'll be speaking on Swamiji a little later, so I think I'll spare that particular remarks for that. But this is a very critical time that we are all passing through. There are war cries going all over. The violence is rising. Countries are wanting to finish each other. And somebody was telling me the other day that it is the beginning of a third world war. So we don't need an astrologer to tell us that, because we can see the dark clouds gathering on the horizons, the war in Europe, war next to us in Iran, and all over. So in that context, there is no need to now beat the war drums and prepare people, let's go and grab. That's how we used to do in the older times. That when the drums will start beating, people will know now we have to go for a war. Now what is that we can do to actually retrieve the situation? And I think Kaivalyadhama offers that ray of hope, that if you pursue this path, you can actually solve many problems. Swamiji, when he founded his institution, he also knew that if you don't walk this path, there is another valley next to Lonavala in Khandala. We'll actually go deep into that. So he decided that we should actually pursue the path of peace. And how do you get that peace? The peace of the heart lies in the heart of the hearts. Where do you reach that part of the heart? That's what Dr. Bogle will tell you, that we can reach that part of the heart only by practicing yoga and the way that Swamiji showed us the way. Which very Honorable Governor Sir, we are very proud to say that Kaivalyadhama is pursuing that path without any dilution of the original message that Swamiji gave. And that is why people from, some of them also sitting here, the people come from different parts of the world to come and participate in this program. And therefore, I wish success of Kaivalyadhama in the next few decades will be saving the humanity from a imminent disaster that is heading for. And therefore, it is very fortunate that you are here at such a time. Your presence, your guidance will help us a great deal. Just now, we released a very interesting book. I have not read the book, but I read the title, which is Swamiji's letters written on many occasions. And I'm sure they are full of wisdom. When I read it, I will get this. I may not get wisdom, but I'll get some knowledge about it. But those were the days when there was no email. Nowadays, you don't have to draft letter. You go to somebody and say, even then AI comes in and AI agent will tell you want this letter, 10 drafts they will give you. You want this or this, you can delete this and can make it happen. Swamiji has written, he was a huge number of letters he used to write on variety of subjects. And those letter reading itself, I think will be a good exercise for young students to know how we should actually progress in life, how to work in life, forget progress, how to live in life. So I think you have released such an important book. Thank you for that. And I'm sure this is your first visit to Kaivalyadhama, but I'm sure you will be here many more times. And we'll wait for your guidance as to how we should take this message forward of Swamiji to help humanity, not just our own fellow citizens. And that is why we are very happy that you are here. Thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable thoughts and reflection. Just adding on to his introduction, Suresh sir also inspires us as a chairman of Kaivalyadhama Global. Thank you, sir, for being with us. Ladies and gentlemen, now we arrive at one of the most important moments of today's celebration. Yoga, as envisioned by Swami Kuvalayananda, was never limited to physical practice. His great contribution was to explore yoga through the lens of education, research, and scientific understanding. उन्होंने योग को केवल शारीरिक अभ्यास के रूप में नहीं देखा, बल्कि शिक्षा, अनुसंधान, आत्म अनुशासन और मानव कल्याण की एक व्यापक जीवन दृष्टि के रूप में समझा है. It is therefore specially meaningful that this occasion, celebrating his life and legacy, we have with us Honorable Governor of Maharashtra. It is my proud privilege to invite Honorable Governor to address the gathering. Honorable Sir, may I request you to kindly deliver your address.
Namaskar and Pranam. On the dais, Shri Suresh Prabhuji, former Union Minister and G20 and G7 Sherpa, and Chairman of the Kaivalyadhama Global, Shri Suresh Prabhuji is a very known personality in Indian politics and Indian politics and service. Shri Subodh Tiwari ji, Secretary and CEO, Kaivalyadhama Yoga Institute. Dr. Prashant ji, Secretary to the Governor, Pushpa Mandake, Member of the Governing Council. People's representatives, eminent people from Kaivalyadhama, students and members of the Kaivalyadhama family. I feel truly blessed to visit this sacred land of Kaivalyadhama at Lonavala. I offer my respects, pranams to the revered Swami Kuvalayananda ji on his 143rd birth anniversary. Kaivalyadhama is not merely an institution dedicated to yoga. It is a living tribute to a noble soul who devoted his entire life to propagating, practicing, and establishing yoga in its purest form. It is a place where the ancient wisdom of India meets the spirit of modern scientific inquiry. I understand that Swami Kuvalayananda ji was a scholar of Sanskrit and philosophy, a professor and a patriot. But his encounter with his guru, Paramhansa Madhav ji, in the forest on the banks of the Narmada, transformed the course of his life. This is how the guru changes the course of one's life. As we were informed that Swamiji founded Kaivalyadhama here in the beautiful surroundings of Lonavala in the year 1924. It became one of India's pioneering institutions for the scientific study and research of yoga. I am particularly pleased to note that the journal Yoga Mimamsa, which he started, continues to be published even today. That's indeed creditable. Swamiji trained yoga teachers, established a college of yoga, and created an institutional framework for the systematic study of this ancient discipline. This is what we need today. Yoga received an unprecedented impetus when, at the insistence of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, the United Nations declared 21st June as the International Day of Yoga. Over the past decade, millions of people across continents have embraced yoga. India today stands at a unique moment in its history. We are among the youngest major nations of the world. The average of an Indian is 29 years in age. On the other hand, the average age of an American is 40 years. Average age of a German is 45 years. And the average, that of a Japanese, is 50 years. Our young people possess an immense reservoir of physical, intellectual, creative, and emotional energy. The question before us, how do we channelize this enormous energy towards nation building? If this energy is properly harnessed, it can become India's greatest demographic dividend. If it is left without direction, it can sometimes manifest itself in distraction, frustration, anger, unhealthy lifestyle, or addiction. Yoga provides a powerful pathway to channelize the energy of our youth. It can contribute to their personality and ultimately to national development. I believe there is a need to integrate yoga into the daily life of our educational institutions. We should introduce age-appropriate yoga protocols in schools and colleges. These practices can help students improve concentration, physical fitness, emotional balance, and self-awareness. Yoga should not become merely an occasional activity. I strongly believe that every school and every college should have a dedicated post of a qualified yoga teacher or instructor. Such an initiative would have a double benefit. It would improve the health and well-being of our young people while simultaneously creating thousands of employment and entrepreneurship opportunities for trained yoga professionals. As Governor of Maharashtra, I happen to be the Chancellor of 29 state universities. I would be very happy if Kaivalyadhama develops academic partnerships with the universities of Maharashtra. Kaivalyadhama can assist universities in designing yoga programs, developing curriculum and course material, training and certifying yoga teachers, undertaking research, and introducing yoga as a part of student life. I believe India can prepare yoga teachers not only for India, but for the world. There is another dimension to yoga, the economic potential of yoga. India has a unique opportunity to build a global yoga and wellness economy. This economy can include yoga mats, equipment, yoga clothing, textiles, training and certification, wellness centers, digital yoga platforms, research, yoga tourism, and a wide range of allied products and services. This can create opportunities for MSMEs, startups, women entrepreneurs, artisans, designers, skilled professionals, and local communities. It can generate employment within India while also opening new avenues for exports and international tourism. This is how we can transform our yoga heritage into a modern ecosystem of knowledge, innovation, entrepreneurship, employment, and exports. Yoga can definitely contribute to our economic aspirations of Atmanirbhar Bharat and Viksit Bharat at 2047. Kaivalyadhama is not merely the name of an institution, it is a globally respected brand of India's rich yoga tradition. Time has come for Kaivalyadhama to spread its wings across the world. It should establish centers in different parts of India as well as in other countries. Kaivalyadhama should also look upon other century-old yoga institutions in India as partners in a common national mission. It should strengthen these institutions. India has given yoga to the world. Today, the world is increasingly turning towards yoga as a holistic pathway to health, balance, mental well-being, and inner harmony. Our nation must reclaim and strengthen its leadership in the global yoga movement. Let Kaivalyadhama become a bridge between India's timeless wisdom and the needs of the modern world. Swami Kaivalyananda ji demonstrated that our ancient knowledge systems can be preserved, scientifically researched, and presented to the modern world. Let us make yoga a movement for health, character, education, employment, entrepreneurship, and nation building. I offer my respectful pranams to the sacred memory of Swami Kuvalayananda ji and congratulate the entire Kaivalyadhama family for preserving and advancing this remarkable legacy for more than a century. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you, Honorable Sir, for your inspiring words and for honoring the legacy of Swami Kuvalayananda ji. आपकी गरिमामयी उपस्थिति और प्रेरणादायी विचारों ने आज इस समारोह को हमारे लिए और भी विशेष बना दिया है. Gratitude is the most beautiful way to conclude the celebration. On behalf of Kaivalyadhama family, I extend heartfelt thanks to our chief guest, Shri Jishnu Verma ji, Shri Suresh Prabhu ji, and all the dignitaries for gracing this occasion with their presence and inspiring words. We are deeply grateful for our trustees, faculty, students, alumni, local guests, INS Shivaji, and all the well-wishers whose support has made this day meaningful. A special word of appreciation goes to Kaivalyadhama Parivar and every member of the organizing committee whose dedication and efforts ensured the success of today's program. To all who joined us, your presence has added warmth and dignity to this celebration. May I request everyone to kindly rise for Vande Matram, followed by National Anthem.
विज्ञान अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Gentlemen, may I request you to please remain seated while we have group photograph of the guests. I also request Dr. R.S. Bhogal, Dr. N.D. Joshi, Dr. Bandita Satpathy, Dr. Bharati Khavde, Brigadier Suhash Dharma Adhikari ji to kindly join for the group photograph.